Hey everybody, welcome to the February 2021 Q&A. I am here with most of the allies, and this tier is $20 and up on Patreon. If you would like to submit a question for next month, for March, go to patreon.com/EZAallies where you can sign up and support these lovely individuals. Our first question comes in from Alexander Zirnov. Once again, the champion. Out in front. Hello, allies. Please rank solar system planets.
What?
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Earth number one.
Dude, number one.
We're
Okay.
number
is
one.
it-
Number one, baby.
Is
You're
it number one?
Earth
Yes.
is number one.
Yes.
Okay.
Number one and number
Places
like-
where you can live, I think, is a
Right.
that's a
Yes,
plus.
That's
Yeah.
a high rank.
I want to go with Planet 9 for number 2.
No.
The one that we haven't discovered yet, but it's got to be out there because all this stuff is moving around.
I'm really big on Mars
I'm-
only because of science fiction media.
I am also
Mm.
big on Mars.
Very.
I would
Mars
like
is
to
pretty
fight for
sick.
Mars.
Trendy planet.
I don't know.
It's very
Saturn
trendy.
is
You can see
Saturn's
it too.
pretty hot.
Yeah,
So
I
you
love
also see
Saturn.
Mars. So
I-
shout out to
Shout
Mars.
out Saturn rings.
I had
Yo,
this-
Jupiter is
The big boy.
big.
The
Yeah,
big boy
Jupiter's
Jupiter.
sick, dude. Jupiter's
Yeah, but
sick.
Jupiter is literally sick. Like you can't get anywhere close to that thing without dying from radiation.
Jupiter is,
Jupiter
like
is a
toxic waste.
unit.
Jupiter is a unit. Absolute unit.
I had this conversation with my wife, and I was like, if I had the opportunity to like live on a Mars colony, I would do it. And she was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, don't. No, we're not doing that." But I would. I would do
Venus-
that.
to get there.
Venus is a stinky hellhole.
Yeah, Venus.
So Venus is the bottom,
bottom.
Pretty near the bottom, just because it would stink.
right below Uranus.
Yeah.
Aha! Neptune is dope.
I was gonna say, what about Neptune?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, well, the moons, like things start getting interesting with the moons of Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune, because there's potential. There's potential out there.
There is potential.
Mercury is pretty insufferable as well.
Mercury's just a hot rock.
Saturn just looks the coolest though.
Yeah,
That's
Saturn's
so
dope.
Yep.
Saturn
Top
looks
tier.
cool.
Do like a hula hoop with that ring, dude. Just like
Jupiter or Venus, I think gets points though because like it could harbor like some wackadoo methane-based life.
Oh, we could rank these based on how cool their respective Sailor Moon characters are.
Oh,
It's
I don't
okay.
know.
That would be way
That changes
better
everything.
and more interesting, I think.
Titan is getting a lot of love
yeah,
for
Titan,
the Saturn,
Ganymede.
but Enceladus is pretty freaking sweet too. Freaking
Europa.
ice volcanoes.
Europa's dope.
That is cool.
Ganymede is sick.
love Ganymede.
Shout out to the Sirens of Titan by what's his name?
Shout out to Titan AE.
Titan AE, dude. Yes, I
Uh,
weep for the species, dude.
Bonus
Oh, I saw a thing
question.
the other day that we might actually see Betelgeuse go supernova potentially.
I've been reading about that. I've been keeping my eye on that one.
Betelgeuse?
Betelgeuse might go supernovae.
Basil yeast.
That's
Betelgeuse.
exactly what, yeah. Bonus question: who would be writing for each planet's entry if you're producing an official top 8 countdown video?
I really want to do Mars.
I'm picking
I also
Saturn.
want to do Mars, but you can have
Yep.
it, Huber.
Ben, you're better at writing.
No,
I
Mars,
okay,
baby.
You can have Mars.
All right,
Hold it.
Saturn.
Earth.
want to do Jupiter. I'm going to talk
Oh.
about that crazy tornado and the toxic waste.
I'll do Mercury, best Sailor Scout.
Is that
It's fine.
toxic waste?
Toxic waste. I don't know if that's quite the right way to put it.
It's just a gas giant.
Yeah.
Talk about the solid diamond core 500 times the size of Earth. That's been
Neptune.
theorized.
Apparently,
Jupiter
a
is-
state of play was just announced for Thursday.
Yeah, I just posted
A
it.
state of play?
Last of Us
Thursday.
factions.
When is
Let's
that?
What a
go.
day.
Every
What the
time,
heck?
Huber.
Let's go.
Every
faction.
time.
What a day. Don't we have some? Isn't that
Thursday.
Stream Team? Oh no.
Yeah, it's Stream Team.
That's
Stream
exactly
Team's
Stream
state
Team.
of play day now.
Dream
Dude,
Team gets
factions
bumped
locking.
like every time.
They just fuck us. All right.
At least it's not at 6 in the damn morning.
And I was already gonna have
Um,
a stacked podcast this week, so holy cow. All right.
Yeah.
The New Game Plus Expo just got bumped out too. That's not happening in the morning.
Yeah, screw that.
We don't see how long it is.
30 minutes.
Ooh, give or
Nice length.
take.
It's good length.
Our next question
Or is
comes
that
in
next week?
from James Davey. Hi, allies. Before this month's question, in service of love and respect, I want to express what I love most about each ally. Brandon, agreeably prolific and my choice of video game voice. Blood, understated, underlying brilliance, and racing game enthusiast. Huber, the Brock Lesnar of video game passion incarnate. Shout out to the Robertson Caruso look. Brad, honest, straight talking, forthright, and chill. Ben, articulate and profound. Damiani, you've got the touch, you've got the power. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Ian, you ebulliently, what a word, artistic,
Brilliantly.
whimsical, and enlightening. Also, happy birthday for tomorrow.
Thank you.
I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Don,
Yay.
phenomenally
Thank
retrotastic. Okay, now for the actual question. I would like you to discuss and decide which of these 10 GOTY contenders should win a GOTY Runner-Up award, made up of nominees from the past 5 years of EZA
Oh, God.
contenders.
Super fun.
Oh, the past
no.
5 years. Okay.
Past 5 years.
All right,
Buttering
all
us
right.
up to give us that. Yeah.
That's a
Uh,
musical.
yeah, that
Good
is
musical.
true.
10 out of 10 musical,
Yeah,
underrated.
Huber's
Still
coming in with
underappreciated.
the musical.
We have
too?
to-
I love
What
it.
the fuck?
What about lies, Jamie? What
Wait.
about lies?
Who are you?
Okay, let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. Let's get back on
10
track.
out of 10, dude.
Focus.
I missed the
Focus.
musical though. What?
The last,
The last 5
years.
years.
Whoa, I don't even.
Oh,
I'm familiar.
love
All
it.
right.
Look it up.
Talking
Best
about
show
yeah,
around.
I missed something.
That's a deep cut, and Huber
love
knows
it.
about it. What the shit
last
is
5
happening?
years.
We have to pick one game from this list, okay?
Okay.
All right, Uncharted 4, Doom 2016, Super Mario Odyssey, Persona 5, Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Control, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and The Last of Us Part 2.
This is an impossible list.
Persona 5. Persona 5. You're next.
Survivor
I would-
or Mario Odyssey?
Mario Odyssey sounds like a great musical, but I would really love to see Doom.
Wait. We're not
Ooh.
making it a musical, are we? We're just
No, we're-
picking.
I
a
thought that's what we were
runner-up.
doing.
No,
I got
Huber
confused.
No,
just
Huber sidetracked us or
yeah.
tried. Yeah, P5 gets my vote.
P5
So
also
I-
gets my vote.
So what is that? What are we actually voting for?
It's
The GOTY runner-up.
It would be like the runner-up. So like these are the things that didn't win GOTY. So what would
Okay.
you give it out of this list? What would you give the runner-up award? What would you pick out of this list if you had to single one thing out?
Yeah.
just before we started, I was like, Persona 5 is the only 100-hour game that I wanted more of. So
Dude.
I literally just said that, so I'm gonna say Persona 5.
Dude, I just finished Strikers and I'm like hungry. I'm like ready to dive back into Royal. Like let's
Oh,
go.
God.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I think-
sure. P5's good.
I'd probably
And
say
now
this
to-
Odyssey.
Now to
Also a
Blood's
good choice.
question: which of these would make the best musical?
Doom.
Final Fantasy
Odyssey.
7 remake would make an amazing musical.
Odyssey, P5, Doom. All of these would make fascinating.
P5 would be
musicals.
good. FF7 though is
FF7
An
would be
FF7 musical. An
hilarious.
FF7 musical would be perfection.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the choral stage rendition of One Winged Angel. Oh,
Yes.
I'm seeing it now.
Sephiroth should have that like high voice, like they got like I believe in a thing called
Yeah.
love." That should be Sephiroth's
Um,
range.
And you know he's gonna be like lowered down over the audience with
Yeah,
the one
and
wing.
flying around.
I
Yeah,
do
dude.
I
also
Oh
just
my
want to
God.
see a waltz with Muggles riding chocobos.
I do
Oh,
also
that's
think
so
a
sad.
Control musical would be fantastic.
That would be dope.
Sure.
Like and Darling is the comic relief
Yes.
character. He comes in and sings some weird
Dude,
song about
right.
particles or something.
The metal segment. That's all I have
Yeah.
to say.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Yes, you're totally right.
That was
All right.
easier than I thought.
That was very flat for sure. I'm not hitting that note. What's happening? Sorry, that was flat, Jones.
All right.
Oh, you didn't hit the thing called love? No.
Next question comes in from Mike Hook. 1, good afternoon. The prevailing toxicity in gaming is turning me off of a lot of games. I stopped playing Overwatch and a bunch of others due to this. Sorry, Blizzard. Overwatch 2 ain't gonna sell me because I know the terrible Blizzard community is coming with it. Oh, you're not wrong. Yes, I've had some pleasant moments with people. Most of the time with randoms, they've been atrocious individuals. I want you all to go back to a time before you all became superstars when you witnessed toxicity yourself. Whether you were being attacked or you were the attacker. Mine was during the Sega Genesis years when I would actively have to defend my purchasing decision with Nintendo kids at school. They would consistently make fun of me for owning a Genesis and playing games they weren't familiar with. It was weird. I would get into screaming matches with these guys. Thankfully, everyone knows Sega kids were cooler, kinder, better looking, and had way more girlfriends.
Whoa. Wait.
Ooh.
I mean, that's
you want-
true.
What?
As a
You want receipts?
Sega kid,
As this,
that's
yeah,
definitely true.
Yep.
What if you had both?
Well, yeah.
You're
Wow.
getting nobody.
Wow.
That you gotta make the hard decisions, man.
I mean,
Counter-Strike, no question. First
Oh,
and
yeah.
like only
Sure.
toxic game
Toxic.
out
Uh,
of control. Sets the standard for all internet like yelling and bad words.
dude, like Counter-Strike sprays that were just fucking porn. That
Yeah.
you like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was the Wild West for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, the
Insane.
first thing that came to mind is when Ben wrote Thor uninstalled.
Yeah, my hands are not clean by any stretch of the imagination. I've had plenty of toxic moments.
Oh
For
yeah.
sure.
It's all like everything I think about toxic stuff. What I did back in the day was all fun, mischief stuff.
Yeah.
No like super bad gamer words or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Gamer words.
Thor
Mischief.
uninstall was a little much.
team killing. Did a lot of team killing and day defeat
Yeah,
and stuff.
I think the worst thing,
A lot of
worst
ganking.
insult is like noob. You
Yeah.
freaking noob.
Mhm.
I'm too
Um,
Midwestern. I'm always too worried about offending people. I don't know if I've ever like tilted at anybody.
I hate in MOBAs when like the first 10 seconds of a match something goes wrong and they're like, well, we might as well forfeit, and it's like, okay, all right, calm down, dude.
I was always so worried that I was doing something wrong that I never felt confident enough to.
Yeah, it's not toxic, but like one of my favorite things to do in Grand Theft Auto Online is to race, and it's just like when you're done with a really long race, there's only 3 people left because anyone that's like, oh, crashed my car, I'm out. And it's like, come on. And like the way GTA Online is currently and has always been structured, it's like, what do you want? You only got $100. You were only in a race with 3 people, and it's like, I'm always only in a race with 3 people because everybody bails. It's like,
Yeah.
you should not have them bail. Like, what? I'm totally
You should-
powerless against that. Like, I just spent the last 15 minutes doing this race. Give me credit, damn it. Come on.
Ben, you said MOBAs,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I feel like Counter-Strike, at least if people were yelling at me, I could just like mind my own business and play. But like MOBAs, if someone's yelling, yeah, like that's why I just don't play MOBAs ever.
Yeah.
Because it's like if I am that person doing something wrong and the whole team is like, yo, restart the match. Dude, I'm trying to like you can't even practice. You can't even try without people like yelling at you.
My favorite is the like sending a message to you on the console. Like I was playing a shit ton of Dead by Daylight last year on
Yep.
console, and like just getting random Xbox Live messages from people. It was,
Dude,
Oh,
that
man.
happened on PlayStation as well when I played Dead by Daylight. It's
Yeah.
like all these people,
yeah.
just screaming at me because of how I was playing.
There was one guy, he was super chill. He was just trying to tell me that he had a key so we could get out via the hatch, which is nice. So shout out to that
Sick.
guy.
Dude,
Ben,
that's the
you're-
best when you group up with someone, a complete stranger, and they're just like jolly.
Ben,
Yeah.
your audio is kind of low,
Okay.
and mine probably is too, but I can't do anything about it. I'll just be right here.
One of my favorite memories was I was very, very young though. I had a next door neighbor, and they had Mortal Kombat 3 on the Super Nintendo, which I did not have, nor had I ever played. And they invited me over, and I beat them with Striker, and they were really mad about it. And that was a super good feeling.
Were you spamming gun and grenades?
I don't think I knew how to spam gun and grenades.
Okay.
I mean, maybe spamming gun would be like the right call, right? But I don't think I knew how to do that because I didn't have a Super Nintendo.
I remember I used to spam his charge with the club move. You would like charge at him, Ben, and then like grab him by the leg and spin him around.
Mm-hmm.
Used to spam the shit out of that move. Pissed my brother off.
All right. Thank you for that great question, Mike. Next one comes in from Richard. Hey guys, if you were the voice on a found audio recording in a horror game, what would the protagonist be hearing? What kind of horror is it? Are you chewing at a crewmate about rations on a spaceship? Are you cataloging the infection that is spiraling out of control in the city? Are you the one that gets eaten on tape? Are you raving about stockpiling anime? Roleplay time.
Definitely be the scientist doing experiments. Then one of the monsters breaks out and murders you or murders me on the tape.
Hell yeah. I was thinking the same thing, Brad, except
Yeah.
I'm just one of the Umbrella agents that
Yeah,
get killed by Birkin.
Oh, we got the T virus going on this new vessel. Oh my god, it's breaking out!
Just something like that.
There's a Twitter account called Inhuman Anime Girl Noises, and it's the best thing ever. And I just want that to be my audio tape. Just
Wait, you want
Inhuman-
anime noises to be your audio tape?
yes, that's
Oh,
exactly
okay.
what I want.
I am misunderstanding that my neighbors who are being slaughtered because of the apocalypse, I think they're just like having a loud party. And so I'm like recording them and I'm going to like send them a message and be like, this is you. I'm calling the cops. That's me. And then I obviously get murdered as well, but a little confused when the chaos
Huber-
starts.
Huber and I just played for the upcoming episode of EZA Update a game that's real psychedelic cosmic horror. Some real good tapes in there about like people like becoming enamored with like this kind of like void creature, and like
That's so you, Ian.
it like
Oh my
breaks your
God.
mind, but you're in love with it. You're like fascinated and terrified, you know, so you're like talking about it, and like a worm tongue moment where you're like single tear because your brain can't process what you're seeing, you know. I want that, you know. I want that to be my tape.
That sounds so right.
Hmm.
Our next question comes in.
Oh wait, sorry.
No,
I didn't know
I gave it a long pause. I gave it a
Thought-
really
thought
long
too long,
pause.
blood.
That was like 2 or 3 beats.
Yeah, I gave it
Yeah.
a long pause.
No, I guess I was just thinking like I would just be like writing in a diary about like somebody's changing behavior or something, not realizing that they were.
Ooh. Classic
Love that.
slow burn Resident
Yeah.
Evil 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Blood's tape. It's just, no wait, and then it ends. That's funny. Harley.
Our next question comes in from Sage Mode Q. Hello, allies. We are coming up on almost 1 year since y'all left the studio. Crazy, right? Quick mini question before my real one, but can any of you name the last game you played on group stream in the studio before lockdown?
On group stream.
Group stream?
I had completely forgotten that this was the last one. I remember this stream, but
No, I can't.
Off the top of my head now.
PS2 anime games. That's a win for you.
Awesome.
On brand.
What a
So
send off.
good.
What a send off.
Yeah, our studio is safe because of that.
If
Yeah.
we had known, I don't think we could have topped it. I think that's where we would have done if we'd known that was going to last for a while.
Boy, that Inuyasha RPG was.
Oh,
was
yeah.
fucking bad. Okay. All right. Okay, now my real question.
Played that.
This month, I have a very simple game to see what allies are into right now. Let's call this game Favorite at the Moment. It's very simple. I'm going to ask you guys a couple of very basic rapid-fire questions, and I'd like you to just go around the horn for each question and have each ally give a quick response. Each question will have the phrase Favorite at the Moment in it, hence the name. Simple, right? Then let's begin. Okay, so this is going to be rapid fire, okay? Go through all of you. All right, favorite show at the moment. Blood.
Watching Wolverine and the X-Men.
Brandon.
Avatar, Last Airbender.
Huber.
WandaVision.
Brad.
Mandalorian?
Ian.
WandaVision or Black Sails? Yeah.
Mine is definitely WandaVision. Favorite quarantine meal at the moment. Blood.
Oh gosh, quarantine meal. Ramen salad.
What?
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Not if you break my brain. All right, Brandon.
Anything from HelloFresh.
Brandon.
Not sponsored.
Dollars podcast every Thursday.
Huber.
Breaded chicken with rice and broccoli. Homemade.
Brad.
Pizza.
Ian.
Cacao Soylent. I hate food.
Cacao.
I've been doing a lot of Blue Apron. Anything from that, it's been good. I've gotten very competent at making meals, and it makes me very proud. Okay, favorite game you're playing at the moment, not including ones you're reviewing, so playing in your own time. Blood.
Valheim.
Blood. Going around the.
Oh, sorry.
I played a bunch of stuff, but Superliminal was cool.
Cool. Brandon.
Avengers, baby.
Huber.
Like a dragon.
Brad.
Resident Evil remake.
Yeah,
Ian.
baby.
Valheim, and one I can't talk about.
Definitely Guilty Gear Strive. The game is gonna be fucking fire. All right, favorite song artist at the moment. Blood.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm in a bad spot. Oh, Akira Yamaoka. Those songs at the end of the medium were sweet.
Yes.
I gotta play that.
Yes, the Akira Yamaoka stuff is fantastic in that game. Good call. Brandon.
Johnny Cash. Listen to a lot of Cash lately.
Huber.
The last 5 years.
Brad.
Tears for Fears.
Ian.
Shit, man, I keep bouncing around. Lorne, but the song "Falling Apart" by Monophonics is hitting me right where I need to be hit these days.
Favorite song artist. So my favorite artist is this Swedish metal band called Tribulation. My favorite song is Giovanna's theme, Guilty Gear Strive. It's fire.
I thought that was one from the band you just said.
No, Giovanna's theme in Guilty Gear Strive is very, very good.
Awesome.
Favorite non-gaming related hobby at the moment. Blood.
Reading animal stuff.
Brandon.
Playing with children's toys.
Huber.
Going on walks with Beth.
Oh, that's so sweet. Brad.
Working out.
Very good. Ian.
Roller skating.
Watching anime.
That's gaming related.
Similar.
All right, our next question comes in from Michael. Hello, Easy Allies. This year, Dragon Quest, Legends of Zelda, Metroid, and Castlevania turned 35. Next year, it's Final Fantasy's turn. What announcements do you hope to see?
For Final
Dragon
Fantasy?
Quest Remaster.
For Final
Dragon
Fantasy.
Quest Collection. Oh, Final Fantasy stuff.
Oh,
1 through 6
collection,
on Switch.
obviously,
1 through
yeah.
6 on Switch.
1 through 6
1
would
through
be
6.
sick.
1 through 6.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Tactics on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
can't.
would
I
really
can't
like that.
imagine that Square would actually, give us a full collection, but
No.
at least give us like some generational collections.
Yeah,
Give us like an NES, a Super
Yeah.
NES, a PlayStation.
yeah, that's like the most you could hope for.
You know what,
Yeah.
Ian? I'll take Tactics over 6 on Switch because like I played Tactics a couple years back where I'm ready for another Tactics playthrough. So if I could pick,
You played
the two.
6 a few years back?
Played 6 a few years back. Sorry.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Nice. James.
Yeah. I think it'd be so perfect.
Yeah.
I
It'd
would
be
like-
so perfect on Switch.
I would like
The
them.
6 is on the Super Nintendo Classics. It's like I got a really good version of it whenever I need it.
If there's any way they could give me more time to play Final Fantasy 14, that would be appreciated. They could just create some more free time for me.
Yeah, put down the
Project
anime.
Square RPG
And play
strategy
anime.
demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
National
love-
Holiday 14.
But it's interesting because of the pricing, you're talking
Mhm.
about chopping up kind of the collections. Because if you did one huge collection, you can't really charge more than $60, but you can definitely charge 60 for each of the collections, I feel like.
I mean, obviously, the best thing that they could do for me is do a remake of 9 that was absolutely incredible. But
That'd be nuts.
that would be nuts. Yeah,
Remaking 9?
yeah, it would be nuts. It's not gonna
I mean,
happen, but
The modding community has basically done it. They AI upscaled all the. It looks
no.
phenomenal.
But I'm talking IMAX level.
Yeah, we're talking
Millions,
big
big
budget.
FF7
budget.
style.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Project
okay.
cannot
they
fail
put
or
this
we
shit
got
on
a business.
Dorito bags, man. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, cup of noodle.
Do we think 16 will have a demo like 15 did?
I mean, yeah, 7 did also.
Cool.
Yeah.
Chat is saying Crisis Core remake. That would be really cool.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Crisis Core is just going to be within FF7.
Just let me play Crisis Core for God's
Right,
sakes. I don't
yeah.
even need a remake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want something
Oh,
that
sorry.
has original versions, in addition to whatever dumb weird things they do to it. Give me options.
Hey, wouldn't
let
wouldn't it be great if instead of shitty games that no one's ever heard of, they put things like Final Fantasy 1 through 6 on the Nintendo online subscription that you pay for every month. That would
That'd
be
be
really
dope.
sick.
That would be
That'd be
sick.
pretty cool.
Sorry, Blood, if I cut you off, you had more you wanted to say there.
Nah, that's cool.
Okay.
He did, but he's not gonna say it now.
All right. Our next question comes in from Brian from Happy Gaming. Hey there, allies. I'm back again with another franchise for you to consider characters for to be the ultimate EZA crush, with the end goal being to definitively choose the game character that the EZA crew would collectively date. Last month, we kicked off things with Persona 5 between Makoto and Takemi, the hot doctor, has been referred to her. Makoto won because Takemi would be too busy with patients due to COVID. Personally, my heart will always belong to Futaba. Brian, my bro! All right. Right choice. All right, this month I have found another franchise for you to consider. Super Mario. Will you fall into the meme and just settle on Waluigi, or find a sudden interest in the good old dad Bowser? Will Rosalina's mysterious hair over the eye, or the shy but sweet nature of Boo sway your heart? Or will the sweet singing voice of Paulina make you want to be her superstar? Remember, everyone needs to agree and come to a collective consensus. To help in the future, all characters we refer to will either be their current adult selves or an imagined version where they are adults. You're allowed to use your own collective headcanon. Here, I have a bracket to help visualize.
Bowsette is a good call.
That's what I was gonna say. Is do we
Not a
allow?
real character.
Do we allow?
A
Because
meme character?
if we allow Bowsette, I'm choosing Bowsette.
If we allow Bowsette, Birdo's good.
I feel like if Boo
Birdo is what I was gonna say. It's hilarious.
if Boo could find love, Boo would be at peace. I feel like Boo is tortured, like
But you
tormented.
can't look directly.
Who just
at
wants a
them.
hug? That's all. Boo
No,
wants.
you're just
Yeah.
making up a
Then wouldn't you
backstory.
be-
Boo just wants a hug.
No, he doesn't. You think he
Yeah.
just wanted a
Hug him.
hug when he threw Mario in that painting?
You have
Get
to
outta here.
reverse hug him. Yoshi's pretty good.
Birdo's
Is
a great
he?
Call, though.
Yoshi is forever friend zone though.
Yeah, Yoshi's a friend.
Dude,
Forever.
Poochie,
Companion.
Poochie's way better than Yoshi.
Rosalina's always she has like tall lady from Resident Evil vibes
Dude,
to me. where it's like
Rosalina-
I want her to dominate me.
Rosalina is amazing. I love
Yeah.
Rosalina.
Daisy's pretty good, I think. Daisy just wants to have fun.
This is
Toad's
cool.
reliable. He's got the items. Toad's an
Toad's
adventurer.
Captain Toad.
Right.
Oh my god. I want
Explorer.
Captain Toad to dominate me.
There's just a
Yeah,
lot.
I want Captain Toad to explore my cave. If
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Toad's- Rotate that around. Oh.
Oh. Holy shit.
Zoom in and out.
Rotate
Wow.
that around. Woo!
Toad's my
Doesn't sound like we're at a consensus.
No.
Toad. It's Toad.
Captain Toad.
Toad, your life would be an adventure, and I think there's something fun about that.
I love that.
That's good.
Sure, Captain Toad.
All right, Captain Toad. Captain Toad is our choice.
Or Mario in the wedding dress from the end of Odyssey. Real
Or
good.
Bowsette.
Bowsette, though, real answer too.
Yeah.
That was a non-canon answer.
Non-canon
Non-canon
answer,
answer.
Bowsette. Canon answer, Captain Toad in a wedding dress.
A lot of people asking about the state of play. We have heard about
Yeah.
it.
We're
We know.
gonna react on Thursday.
We're psyched to play Last of Us Factions right after that stream.
Yeah. And the Final Fantasy 16 demo. Yep.
Back to the Q&A. Our next question comes
what?
in from RF Switch. Greetings, allies. Do people put too much stock in AAA games? Seems like games like Marvel's Avengers and Cyberpunk get talked about so much and hyped up so much. All right. I'm not saying this sounds like a slight, but I honestly think only Brandon is talking about Avengers. Cyberpunk get
Got new
talked
content 3 weeks, baby.
about so much and hyped up so much, while AA and indie games such as Hades or Among Us were hardly talked about until people actually caught wind of them through streams or influencers talking about them. I ask this as an independent creator of myself, as it feels like pressure to bring my own work before a giant corporation rather than being free to publish work myself.
I mean,
Everyone was talking about Hades. so
Yeah,
that's a weird
before
one to
that game
call
was
out,
even
yeah.
out.
yeah. The huge difference is marketing budget.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, of course.
Cyberpunk is everywhere because they paid for it to be everywhere.
Yeah.
No one would have talked about it if they hadn't been pouring so much crap money into it.
Well, the thing that's a little bit weird about Hades, because this definitely affected like my impression of it as well, is it was like, oh, it's in early access right now. Like,
Yeah,
cool.
and a lot was
Right.
like, oh, wait
Yeah.
till it's out.
I'll put tabs in that, and then came back to it, and then when it actually came out, right, it really blew up pretty significantly. It blew up kind of before that as well, but I think the other thing with independent games specifically is there is just so many of them now. Like, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I think it's great, but like we'll watch, like, think of like the summer of gaming and how many games there were. It was just hard to keep track of them all, and a lot of them looked amazing. And I'm glad that the space is so open now, but it can be hard to keep track of. And I think probably bigger games just stick in the consciousness a little bit more because they're a lot more expensive, right? And so there's just not as many of them. So I think that's part of it. Like if you go back to like the XBLA days, there just weren't as many indie games coming out on like consoles, for instance. So I think it was a little bit easier for people to rally behind them.
Yep. Even yeah, and I think sometimes it can be better that way. Like if there's too much hype for a big game and there's more expectations with that. Whereas if you are an indie game and you do catch fire and word of mouth, like that can be even more exciting. I feel like that can be even better and bigger for your game because nobody's worn out by the marketing or the hype. They're just like, oh, what is that? Everyone says that's amazing. So
Yeah, but I think we're not just talking about those things because they're quote unquote AAA, right? Like it's because there's an expectation there. Like Avengers is a big thing. Like there's a lot of expectation riding on that. That Cyberpunk, there's a lot of expectation just because of The Witcher 3, really, not really any other reason. Whereas, like is Balan Wonderworld a AAA game? Like it's coming from Square Enix. It's coming from Yuji Naka, but like it's clearly not gonna be great. So
That's double A. That's double A.
I think the other thing that could be interpreted as a good thing or a bad thing, I suppose, depending on how you look at it, is like independent games are so widespread now that they're able to cater to specific niches a lot more, right? So if you're like really into 4X games, there is a rabbit hole that you can go down. If you're really into Metroidvanias, there's a rabbit hole you can go down. And so I feel like these markets are finding kind of their small niches and they're the ones paying attention to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, hello, Ace.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 is just a massive game, period. Doesn't matter what they spend on it. Doesn't matter what anyone says about it. It just like expectations just going to be completely bonkers for that after every trailer at launch. Like,
oh yeah, the expectations for Silk Song, like
Oh yeah,
for real.
very high. Well, and then think about like what Apex Legends did. Like their marketing guys, I think, did it right because they said it's a free-to-play battle royale with loot boxes coming from EA. Like there's no way to advertise that and make it seem good. So we're just gonna have it come out and then talk about it after. And you have to wonder now, like, because CD Projekt Red has had such a stain, like, will announcing a game 8 years in advance have the same effect? Like, I doubt it. Are they, like, who knows if they're at Shyamalan levels where people laugh in the theaters when they see their name, but you got to keep that in mind too. So
yeah, it's just crazy because like people are also playing games for much longer than they would in another generation. Like so many games, it's not like you just play through it and you're done. It's like, okay, how's it going to get updated? Like I have to keep up with my friends, or I got to check out, how they change things or whatever. Like that also has an impact on what gets attention.
yeah.
Next question comes in from Dougie B. Good day, Allies. Imagine, if you will, that the Allies decided to steal from the vault of a casino. They had a plan that included fake-outs, elaborate distractions, and extremely well-timed equipment charges. This is wonderfully written. I would love to know what your heist name would be. For your heist name, it would have to be the first and last name, but keeping the same initials. Example, Ben Moore could be Brian Mackey. And your catchphrase that you would say on over the radio to indicate your job is complete. It's like Phantom Thieves.
Whoa.
So it's a real name, but
Kind of
using our
cigars,
same.
Donnie Bobson, the coffee spirit.
Names and a slogan.
Boris Jackson. My sign off is nailed it.
Bill Elvis.
Nice.
Sign off. Jackpot. Just like Dante.
Dustin Bellamy.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
It's a good one. I like that one.
Bobby Myers.
Bobby Myers, dude, sounds like a tennis pro.
Yeah, he does. Holy shit.
Bobby Myers.
The one that keeps coming to mind would be like Indigo Hijinks. And my phrase would be better luck next time, boys. And then I jump off a building.
I want my catchphrase to be peeling out.
Peeling
Peeling
out.
out.
Martin Heisenberg.
Oh, that's good.
My catchphrase is "You're goddamn right."
That's a great.
I would love
catchphrase.
I would love to see the scene in Ocean's 13 where he has to like make everybody's faces different real quick. You know, it's like somebody's downloaded our faces and then I got to hack into it really quick and just make like Huber's ears really big or like.
I don't know what the context exactly would be, but for some reason, the ridiculous thing that sticks in my head for a catchphrase would be "the grapes have been juiced."
That's great. Blood, excellent. Excellent.
That is fantastic.
All right. Our next question comes in from Ulf himself. What is the strangest or most interesting thing you've kept since you were a child? For example, when I was 12 or 13, I found the perfect stick. It's about 5 feet long and slightly curved.
That's
Perfect
great.
katana substitute for a kid. For some reason, I've kept it for 22 years.
Hold on.
This is Teddy Bear Blanky. I've
Dope.
had it since I was 2. And I sleep with it around my head.
I
like
also
this.
have mine. Let me go grab it.
I put it around my head and I sleep like
George.
this.
Yay.
George.
Sick.
Doesn't have eyeballs. It's a little creepy.
Yeah, that thing is.
George was my stunt man. I would just like chuck him like because his legs like.
Yeah.
Where's that Scooby Doo blanket, Brad?
I still got it.
It's in a closet.
My buddy George.
Thing
I
is
can get it.
culmination, dude. It's my favorite blanket of all time, dude. Brad's comfort zone.
Jones, I had the monkey. I had that like sock puppet style monkey that Catwoman throws in the garbage disposal in Batman Returns, and that scene horrified me so much that I like couldn't be around that stuffed animal anymore.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Not Scooby Doo blanket, but still a really good one I had from a kid. It's Batman.
Yo.
Oh,
Sick.
dude. Oh,
That
dude.
is
So good.
Whoa.
There's Joker.
Oh,
down
Joker's on it. That's so
Yeah.
good.
Look at
Oh,
that
Joker
laugh.
looks rad.
Yeah.
there. And
So good. Love how faded it is.
yeah, you guys been through a lot.
Yeah, they're like little panda bears.
Do PC game boxes count?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
dude. PC game
Like-
boxes are a lost art, man.
Yeah, like I will never get rid of those. Ever. Ever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not strange at all, but when I've got and it's in like a portfolio, it's kind of stored away right now, but I've got the Super Metroid poster. That's the same sick art that was on the Metroid 2 box.
Cool.
And it glows in the dark. And it also has like a little signature thing at the bottom. Looks like one of like 2,000, I think, something like that.
That's really cool, Blood.
Yeah.
Do you have it up on your wall or is it in storage?
No, it's just in like a portfolio with like my artwork and stuff.
Nice. Dude, that sounds awesome.
I really like handing Milo the B tier blankie, where it's just like, oh no, your lovey, it's in the wash. But like, here, look, it's the dog, it's your lovey, and he's like, the hell's this? You know, it's like, yeah, I'll snuggle with it, but like, don't you dare Don't insult my intelligence.
I don't remember how old I was. I want to say I was like in first or second grade, but I was obsessed with Sonic. Like, just couldn't get enough Sonic. Loved the games. Was so hyped. And it was Easter morning, and I woke up with my favorite character under my arms.
Oh,
I've had it ever
dude.
since. He's definitely seen better days, but
Ben, that is the most adorable Tails stuffed animal I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Holy
Tails-
shit.
Tails was by far my favorite character.
Holy shit.
Oh
that's-
shit!
Wait, and
It's
you
so
just
good.
they gave it to you while you were asleep?
Well, I remember seeing it in a Toys R Us and freaking out, and I was like, "Oh my god, I want this! And then it was Easter morning, and I woke up and they had like tucked it underneath my arms.
That's a good parenting.
There's a
Yeah,
Wikipedia
what a
entry for my
move.
poster.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Awesome.
Like it.
Or not Wikipedia, but a wiki.
So cool. Limited edition print.
This was
Well,
very
that's-
fun.
Incredible.
Let me take a look at this.
Dude,
Oh,
the
nice.
glow in the dark side.
want
Oh
that
my
poster.
goodness.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's amazing. Samus just killed a bunch of aliens. That's why the gun is smoking.
Man, all of these crazy things getting
yeah.
announced as like anime and live action shows and stuff. Metroid's just like any day now.
That's
coming.
Story of
would-
Metroid.
I
It's
would make
cooking.
a pretty badass action movie if anybody wants to step up to the plate.
I'm just
It's
worried
coming,
it
dude.
would
It's
be
coming.
like Other M. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they would try to put too much story in it instead of
Yeah.
doing it like Alien, where it's just a person on their own trying to fucking deal.
Dude, the Brie Larson like fan art as Samus, it's
Oh,
it's too good. It's too good.
Our next question comes in from Batman. This question is written in all caps.
Sweet.
Where's the Switch Pro? Where is it?
new rumors.
Not even Batman can
New
make them
rumors.
announce
Dude,
that.
the Switch Pro is like, it's the ridiculous, it's like the Wii HD all over again.
Yeah.
It's like the second it could possibly be conceived, there's rumors
Yeah.
about it.
Right.
It's like you.
I think if it doesn't get announced or alluded to by the time Breath of the Wild 2 is out, then I'll think it doesn't actually really exist.
Right.
I feel like it has to kind of be tied to something with that. And if it's not, if that game is announced or shown and even comes out without any mention,
Right.
then
Well, here's a mind-blowing thing for you. A year from now, the Switch will be about 5 years old.
Wow.
it's unreal. That's unreal.
Yeah, it's just a year younger than Easy Allies, right?
Yeah.
I heard the new thing I heard is that it'll be called the Super Nintendo Switch, which is kind of fun.
That's really fun.
Super Switch.
Yeah,
And it comes
I don't
with all the Final Fantasies preloaded. 1 through 6.
Right in there.
know.
Every single one of them.
It will only come with shitty NES games that no one has ever heard of.
Yeah.
Hey, now some of that stuff it's actually pretty cool because there's been no way to get a hold of them.
Okay, definitely don't feel like I'm getting my subscription money worth though. All right,
Super Saiyan Switch.
Steve G. Next question comes in from Steve G. Hello, allies. Shout out to Huber. I believe he's absolutely correct when he says games have never been better. I think we are truly fortunate that we're now seeing both more and better experimental NE titles than ever before, as well as bigger budget releases, evolving gameplay mechanics, and exploring more interesting and complex themes than they used to. My question is, when you all look toward the future of gaming, what excites you more? More experimental games or ones that expand upon existing mechanics and themes?
Jones, I've thought about it a lot, and then you've said it multiple times. AI.
Oh yeah, baby. You took the words out of my
AI.
mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I for reasons. Okay, we don't have to get into details. I might have just replayed GoldenEye 007 for no reason.
Yeah.
I decided to dig it up.
There's
you
a
know?
reason. There's a reason.
I decided to dig up my old copy and play it on a Nintendo 64, obviously. Boy, my whole memory and all the strategies you do in every level are completely based on the fact that the AI is wacky. Like in some ways it's real hard, but like there are some places I can shoot some wall I hit and I know 8 guys are going to come running out of that door after I make this noise. But then like just around the corner I'll shoot some guy and the guy right next to him's like, huh? You know, and it's like wow, here's a When people say, I got to recapture that GoldenEye magic, it's like, well, you got to recapture the bad AI because it's like totally a part of it. You know, like specifically how you're going to get through a level, especially if you're trying to get some of the cheats and like beat a level in 2 minutes. It's like you got to know where the choke points are and what enemies are hard. And
I think about that all the time.
Cool.
Like if as soon as we get actual like AI that can think like a person, like they're gonna have to dial it way down.
Yeah, people are gonna
because
complain.
Yeah.
games are gonna be too impossible. Like if they're thinking the same way you are, imagine if every NPC was PvP. Like that'd be insane in like most games.
But in like a Hitman kind of way, it'd be fun to have everybody in that map thinking, you know, like really like
you can adapt and do different things. Yeah.
I would love to get Hitman to a level where you would like put on an outfit and go in and people would just be like, who are you? Like no, there are like 8 people on this, you know, kitchen staff. Who the hell are you? Like, I don't care if you're wearing a hat. I don't know who you are, you know, or like if you're like an alien disguising, pretending to be people, like, and your like husband shows up like, hi, and you're like, oh, crap. Like I can't just walk away from this person. Like, yeah.
I feel like a lot of games promise this, like, you can impact the world and your playthrough will be different than everybody else's, and it always ends up being kind of disappointing and not quite as transformative as you would hope for, or like it's just moments in an otherwise similar experience. Of course, this isn't like strictly true. I'm speaking in I'm generalizing, but I think it would be neat to have more games like account for player decisions and player styles and how you interact with people. And like, I don't know, I just want more individualized experiences, I guess.
Totally, Ben. And even like not even like huge story beats where like you saved or let this person die and that goes on a whole thing. Just little things like you survive or you finish a shootout with a pistol or something and the characters are like, oh, it looked hairy there, you know, you had to use your side, or, you know, just, addressing things that you, the player, are doing.
Right. Making it less like a theme park ride where like you kind of are going through and everyone's getting the same experience, and more like, oh, like you're recognizing me for what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm always interested in crazy experimental things. It's just like, it's weird because it feels like now, like whenever that stuff comes up, people are like just so quick to shout gimmick at it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, rather than like taking an experiment for what it is and like whatever they manage to pull off, it's like, you know, either they blow my mind with this thing or they're Peter Molyneux, you know?
Right. Well, and it like, just think over the last few years, we've had several of these where it's like, you know, the PUBG guy made a variant to a game that is now like a cottage genre, you know, battle royales, and it's just like you get that through weird experimentation. Like the next thing that seems wild and crazy is all of a sudden like spawning all kinds of duplicates and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it moves forward. I love that kind of stuff. But also, I mean, like, yeah, I love like super weird indie stuff. Stardew Valley board game?
Remember the dark times when everyone just yelled walking simulator at everything?
Right.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Well, like Ring Fit Adventure, like what the heck?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Ring
See,
Fit
like
Adventure is
Nintendo,
really cool.
dude, say what you will. They've always thought outside the box, you know?
And inside the box with Labo.
Right. Gosh darn it,
Stop it.
Bloodworth. In the Stardew Valley board game, will you try to nicely ask out someone to a dance and then they'll totally viciously berate you and make you stop playing forever? Because that was my experience with that video game.
Oh.
My experience was there was no red button, so I bailed.
Yeah, well, that too.
The next question comes in from Tef. So lockdown hasn't been easy, parentheses allies, for any of us, but one thing that has helped me get through is watching some old guilty pleasure movies. One of these for me is Hackers. Now in Hackers, there is a scene where they are quizzing Dade on the books any good hacker should know about. So my question is, if you eventually add someone to Easy Allies, what 5 games must they have finished to be considered elite material and accepted into the group? Keep up the great work and keep smiling, everyone.
No, I thought this question was headed.
Just I don't give a shit what games they are, just 5 games that they are passionate about. Sell me
I think
your love on those 5 games.
I think
Yeah.
that is the best possible answer.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
that's
love it.
correct. Like we're not gatekeepy kind of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Just be interested.
Actually, they have to be 5 games that none of us have played. It has to be like some like obscure strategy game, some space sim, a sports game.
Actually, I do agree with that, Blood. Like, if we got somebody else, and they like, on one hand, it'd be awesome. But if they were like, I'm really into JRPGs, I'd be like, well, we're probably
We got
good.
that covered.
We're probably, or like, I'm really into Zelda. It's like, well, we're probably good there. And so it would be nice, yeah, if we had somebody that was into things that we don't hit as often or at all, for sure.
It'd also be nice to like kind of test their, you know, their opinions. Like we'd be like, hey, you play Final Fantasy 13? Like, oh no, I never got around to playing that. It's like, poof, it's too bad. Best Final Fantasy. You know, like, well, it's just like see if they would like really want to, you know, get the job. If they were like, yeah, that's kind of what I hear too. Or if they're like, what? No. Like I want this gig, but you're wrong, dude. That'd be fun.
Okay, I want to do that bit. That is a really funny bit. Cool. Next question comes in from Ebo Show. Hi, allies. With the Justice League Creators Intent Edition coming out, what did you like and hate from Joss Whedon's Justice League? Honestly, I hated most of
remember
it.
a lot of it.
Yeah, I saw it with Brad in the movie theater back in the day. And coming off of Batman v Superman, our expectations were low. So I can remember, Brad, us coming out and being like, it was good. That was fun.
Sure, it was better probably than Batman v Superman.
Tried to rewatch it for the first time at home 2-ish years ago and couldn't got halfway. I was on my phone the entire time. I was just bored. There were just no stakes. So
Those movies are just hideously ugly, too.
I liked the Amazons and the Atlanteans fighting. I like that they have those armies where I was like, oh, okay, yeah, those would be 2 armies that would show up for like a big fight.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool.
I watched it for the first time like a couple of months ago, like not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty bad. Like I don't know if there's anything I could say that I love. I think Jeremy Irons, shout out.
Sure, yeah, good
Yeah,
call,
sure,
Ben.
yeah.
Great call, Ben.
Jeremy Irons, shout out.
Diamond in the rough.
He's good, Alfred.
New one though, 4 hours as opposed to 2 hours.
It has the "Do you bleed, Bruce" line though.
That's
Isn't
in
That's
Batman v Superman. No,
Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
Do
Nothing
you
then.
bleed, Bruce?
Yeah, nothing then.
No, wait.
It
'cause he
is in
comes-
that.
Yeah, he
'Cause
comes back to
says-
life.
He asks
Yes.
Superman that. And
You're
Batman v
right.
Superman.
Oh, the
You're right.
callback. The
You're
callback.
right.
Right.
Good,
Yeah,
best part.
Yeah, you love that part.
With the
dude.
digital mustache going.
The cover it up. Yeah.
Do you bleed, Bruce?
The CGI'd out mustache is also just hilarious.
Oh,
Yes.
As a source of
Out
endless
of
entertainment.
control, dude.
Quick aside, I'm more hyped for Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder's sequel to Dawn of the Dead, coming to Netflix later this year.
Yo,
Put it
hey.
on your radar. They rob a freaking casino during a zombie apocalypse. Full heist. Get hyped right now.
I have
Push the
not
button.
seen the Dawn of the Dead remake in a long time, but that
It's like
movie,
his best.
that
dude, and
movie,
Watchmen.
I remember it being amazing. Like,
Mhm.
Speaking of Johnny
fuck, that movie.
One of my
is
favorite
amazing.
zombie movies for sure.
Yes,
It's probably his best. Shout out to the original Dawn of the
Man.
Dead, though. That movie is sick.
The beginning of that movie is so good. Boy, this Snyder Cut is an event. I am.
4 hours.
I can't wait, dude.
It's gonna be unhinged.
It's like like I'm clear. You have to clear an entire day for the Snyder
Yeah.
Cut, man.
Mhm.
I'm ordering like popcorn or something, like full
Das
theater. I'm
Boot.
having the full theater experience at my house.
All right. Our next question comes in from Jesse Blue. Hello, allies. Greetings from the Midwest. Shout out. I've been trying to teach myself Magic the Gathering and reading the various spells and effects. I was wondering if any of you would actually want to have foresight to know what was going to happen in 10 seconds or a minute from now. Therese used to cast it all the time on TTE. Would it feel like a superpower or just a constant feeling of deja vu? If not, what other spell or effect have you always thought you'd like to have?
I don't want Foresight because then announcements wouldn't be as hype.
Hmm.
Reveals.
The nice thing is it's a spell in D&D and Magic. You could cast it on purpose. So like my character in D&D would cast Foresight all the time, and just for like, you know, a reason. So that would be cool to have, like, to be able to know what was coming in the next minute. Like sometimes would be cool. I'd probably burn that most of the time and then turn it off if I was doing like an announcement or something.
I feel like I have a lot of anxiety that I struggle with, and I feel like Foresight would only make it worse.
Sure.
So I think I would pass on that. But it would be nice to like be able to rewind time for like 10 seconds. So if you just like you make a mistake or you say something stupid, just be like, just 10 seconds back.
And if you took that power to a casino, Ben,
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
Gambling
sure.
with Foresight.
Sure,
you're
yeah.
getting paid.
Uh-oh.
I
you're
think I
getting
would
paid.
feel guilty about that though.
Totally.
I wouldn't feel guilty at all about taking some casino.
Okay,
for all their work.
that's a fair
Just
point.
don't use it in like poker or something, because then you're playing against
Yeah.
other people. Just
Yeah,
against the house.
Yeah, hit the man, not other people. Yeah. Nicolas Cage next. The film Next. Shout out.
Just because WandaVision, I'm really envious of like Vision's ability to process information so quickly. And there are times where like I wish I could do that, where it's just like, oh, I pick up a book and it's done. Like I read it. I got the full experience.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm super jealous of MCU spoilers, I guess, but there's a part in I think Endgame or Infinity War when Doctor Strange like looks forward through like 14 million different potential futures.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a flex. That is a flex.
Next question comes in from Varun Kachwaha. I always doubt he's told me how to pronounce it. I hope I got it right that time.
I think that's correct.
Kachwaha. This is a bit of a spin on the ship of Theseus, where the question asked is, if a ship over time has each part of it replaced, is it still the same ship? My spin on this question is, if a live service game has each part of it changed, is it still the same game?
Yes.
I don't know. I would argue, I mean, I guess I didn't play 1.0, but from all accounts, I think 1.0 of Final Fantasy XIV is completely different from A Realm Reborn, to the point where I think it's fair to consider them separate games.
For that case, I feel like it actually is
Goddamn.
separate games. Sorry. Was I screaming?
Well, Ben's just so quiet and you're so loud. So.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Here, let me try to turn myself up more. The reason why I'm quiet is last time people were like, Ben, you are way, way, way too loud. It's upsetting. So
Yeah.
I tried to turn it down.
Well, it's, to me, the heart of this question is always just like, to what extent is change, do we embrace change as a culture? And like, I love the idea of change and growth. So even in huge cases like 14, like it's the same seed of a thing. It just got way better and changed and grew and transformed and is amazing. So like, I definitely embrace that. I think it's the same thing, but it could be totally different.
Well said. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, what's weird is a live service game, like unlike a remaster, you don't get to go back and play the original version. Like the original version now is just gone.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Joetown posting our game trailers Final Fantasy 14 1.0
I,
review.
I adore that review so
I
much.
have to click that.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Who cut that?
I feel like you can taste the salt from that review.
Damiani did that.
Was it Damiani?
Yeah, that was Damiani.
Right?
Yeah.
It was Damiani.
It's Damiani that wrote it, but I don't know if we had bylines yet.
Yeah, I believe that was a Marco edit.
Yeah,
That makes
I don't
sense.
remember cutting it.
4.2 out of 10. Excellent.
Our next question comes in from Alex AI. Hi, panel. Can each panelist name the last video game track /theme/OST they were into. I myself am currently really into the orchestral soundtrack of Dragon Quest XI. Love and respect, Alex. I'm. This is a broken record at this point, but the Guilty Gear Strive soundtrack is the soundtrack of the year. Blood, you just have to accept it. We've already decided it is the best soundtrack of the year. It's so good.
Writing a note.
Yes.
He's writing it down.
Guilty Gear.
It is bullshit blazing.
Finally, finding some time to chip away at Yakuza. Really like the music in that game.
Yeah,
Just
dude. Yakuza games have sick music a lot of
Yeah,
times.
like just every time you win a battle and it goes to like the status screen of like leveling up and stuff, I'll just like set the controller down sometimes for like 45 seconds or a minute because it'll go into like this like new part of the song that I want to hear. I
When you
love
go to
it.
bars in those games, dude, the
Yeah.
lounge music.
And I immediately bought Life Will Change Persona 5 CD, took it to the bar, played it, and just like stood in the bar, played the whole song.
I've been listening on repeat to a game soundtrack to a game I have never played because it's like a Google Dream VR game or some stupid crap that I think Chinese were made. But it's a Jessica Curry soundtrack for So Let Us Melt. It's real good. I bought it on vinyl. I ordered a record player finally.
Nice.
I don't have it yet, but I've been listening to it over and over again. It's lovely. She's my fave though, so.
Shout out to Tsushima. I'm playing a lot of that.
Tropical Freeze, baby.
Um,
Banger.
I mean, the
Best
Persona
ever.
5 Strikers soundtrack, I mean, a lot of it is just Persona 5, but goddamn, that soundtrack is perfect. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Stop fighting with Stephen Colbert in chat.
I didn't fight with him. I just he just said you are wrong, and I'm like, no. It's a great soundtrack. I don't know what to tell you.
Thinking I'm feeling Hades right now. That's a
Yep,
good
it's
one.
good.
Oh, I mean, Hades is so
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, Hades is fantastic.
Finished Remake 3 in like 2 hours the other night. Some of the best Resident Evil music. Remake 3. So good.
That save room music, dude. Oh, it just
Save
hits.
room. There's just this propulsive energy to that soundtrack. Then they do the nod to like one of the Nemesis fight. Oh, it's so good. One of the fights. It's...
Huber, I see your RE3 soundtrack and raise you the 10-second loading loop for Resistance. That's
Oh, right.
just the same-
Oh,
So
I mean, we're gonna get
forever.
onto that level. Freaking Destruction All Stars with its one song that just
Oh yeah, dude.
loops every 30 seconds.
I like that song though, Blood.
Good. I haven't played that since launch night. I gotta play it again.
I'm good.
Damn it.
Next question comes in from Caesar Villa. Hello, allies. Let's take a stroll down memory lane. What was your favorite game that you never got to own in its prime? For instance, I now have 4 copies of Mega Man 2
one.
across 4 different platforms, but growing up, I only played it because my friend let me borrow it, and I even got to beat it before he did. Do you have an example like that of a game you loved but only played it because you rented it or a friend let you borrow it, but never got to own or just bought as an adult for the nostalgia value? Yeah, I still don't own it to this day, but my friends and I had a really good time with Clay Fighter 64.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
I never
Yeah.
never owned Clay Fighters, but I remember many nights playing Clay Fighters with them, and we had a blast.
I was always very jealous of Ninja Gaiden on Xbox, the original Xbox, because I never had one.
Sure, a good thing to be jealous of, yeah.
Yeah, like growing up, I didn't have Nintendo stuff, so like playing Super Mario or Zelda, or I played a lot of Madden at my friend's house. Like I just never had any of that. Well, Madden would have been on it, but that was a lot of fun. I own them now,
Right.
so it kind of doesn't count. But
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the like, for me, the big NES games that were like either things that like I played at friends' houses or rented. You know, like there's just like such a small slice of things that I was actually able to own, and like the majority of cartridges I have now, it's just like were things that like, oh, I can get 6 games for $5 at this, you know, garage sale. Cool. So it's like this really random, like non-representative collection of cartridges I have. But I would say like for the time, like something, that I didn't really own until like virtual console was like Super Mario Brothers 3.
Mm.
Play that at friends over and over and over again, but never had a copy of my own.
I played a lot of Clive Barker's Undying. Dr.
Nice.
Mojo.
Link to the Past for me. Never
Yeah,
had it.
dude. Yeah, dude. Me neither.
Made it like even more mythical.
Yeah.
Just anytime that, because I felt like I would start the game all the time as a kid because I never owned it myself, so I'd always like start from the beginning. So I know everyone agrees, just that rainy vibe, like that rain is just so in there.
Yeah, I remember like sitting on a friend's couch and his older brother was playing that and just like watching it, and he was playing it late into the night and I fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
And just like waking up here and there throughout the night and seeing it still on, it was just like one of the most comforting memories of my youth.
That is amazing. Yeah.
Duck Hunt
so
was
good.
like that for me as well, because I
Hunt.
didn't own an NES, but whenever like you go to the friend's house and you bust out that gun, dude, that's you're in for a good time. Yeah.
Ian, now I want to fall asleep on the couch while someone is playing A Link to the Past.
dude, that's one of the
Come
things
over,
I
dude.
like. Yeah,
We'll make it happen.
that's one of the things I miss about like Easy Living. Is there just that like it always made me feel like a kid, like on the couch while you guys are just playing like Metal Gear for 9 hours. It was just like I'm just like laying there. It's so good.
I've been hankering for another Metal Gear 1 full playthrough.
Same, man.
What is
I was reading about Punished Snake 2 weeks ago for no reason. I was like, wait, who was Punished Snake again?
I feel like this happened more at game trailers, but like I think you said something to me once that you're just like, yeah, I just like looking up random wiki articles and just like reading wikis. That's great. Yeah.
Just a character will pop into my head. I'm like, what's up with that character?
Yeah. I mean, I do that too.
Cornerstone of your entire personality.
Yeah. It's great.
Just really quick shout out to my neighbor down the street, because I was not a PC kid growing up, and he did not wait for me to finish the game. I would just go over to his house to check in on his progress. But he was my introduction to Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. I remember
Nice.
I'd just run over to his house and be like, "What are you doing? Let me help you solve this." And I would like try to help him solve puzzles. And then retroactively, he went back and showed me Last Crusade. Or maybe the Last Crusade came out later. I can't remember which of those came out first. But I was like, "Oh man, I'm missing out on this PC gaming thing."
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Yeah, we would have LAN parties at we were the PC gaming house. Like we were the house that people would come to play games, and we would like LAN party all the time. It was it's so great.
It's just kind of a meme at this point. And like I get where it comes from, but like since the game trailers days, we've always gotten flack for like not caring about PC games, and I just think to myself like that's my
It's
preferred
very funny.
That's my preferred platform.
Yeah,
Like,
it's very wrong.
Yeah, I love. What are you talking about? See
I feel
you
like
in
we have
Diablo
all
2.
the sides covered pretty damn well with
I
our
guess
passions.
we don't review as many PC games, I guess. Like,
Okay,
maybe
that could be
that's it.
fair.
Maybe
Well,
that's
it goes back to genre stuff, PC genres,
Yeah.
stuff that doesn't come out on console as well.
I talk about strategy games and shit.
Yeah.
What was we just a random question in chat. Let's just do a little bonus question. This is from Dr. Mojo Jojo, which is great. What was your first game you ever played, if you can remember? Mine was Mega Man 2. That I remember.
Pitfall.
Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario Bros.
Pitfall or Pac-Man, probably. Pac-Man.
I'd have to play Pac-Man like in an arcade or something.
Home
but
console,
I don't know. If
Yeah.
there's something on Atari that was at home, I don't know a specific game.
That's the thing. Like, it totally could have been like Pac-Man or Mario Brothers, but the first one I remember is Mega Man 2.
I think mine was Gopher or Load Runner, some PC game like that.
PC Load Runner.
PC DOS games with my dad as a kid.
Oh yeah, man.
And I played a shitload of like Borderbrun Treehouse and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Playing PC games with my dad are some of my favorite gaming memories ever, and they'll never be topped.
Me too.
Next question comes in from Corey Jackson. With the release of 3D World and Bowser's Fury, we got Kaiju, Fury, Bowser, and Cat Mario. If Nintendo wanted to do a Kaiju War of the Monster style game, which would be amazing, what other Kaiju Nintendo characters would you put in the game?
Kirby.
Ganon.
Captain Toad.
Giant Captain Toad, giant Kirby are
Can you
both
imagine-
really good.
Can you imagine Kirby just sucking up buildings, skyscrapers?
Huber, I actually think that might be the
Absolutely.
best answer because, like, you could make that terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like if
Yeah.
he's evil.
Oh,
If there was a giant Bowsette, the internet would destroy itself.
I would destroy myself.
Donkey Kong, obvious pick.
Oh,
dude.
obviously, yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Classic.
I mean, like all the characters from Donkey Kong, I feel like Giant King K. Rool and stuff.
Donkey Kong, just like the smash move where he's pounding the ground, but in kaiju form, yeah.
Oh,
Da-dum,
yeah.
da-dum.
Yoshi would be good.
Chibi Robo, but he's actually only 6 feet tall.
But he's like, he keeps talking about like how giant he feels, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, no one cares, you're not that big. Yeah.
I'm Giant Chibi Robo is like 5'6".
Yeah.
It's like, okay, dude.
And then everybody makes fun of him for not being 6 foot.
Yeah.
Fun question.
Any Nintendo or just the main line?
Other kaiju Nintendo characters, so I think we can
I mean,
go nuts.
Mother Brain's already pretty big, but Mother Brain or Ripley or
Yeah,
I-
Ripley.
Screaming Argonaut says giant Pikmin, and that would be like a cool subversion, like where you're huge and everything's tiny. Yeah, that's a really good answer, Screaming.
Now I'm picturing like 99 like building size Pikmin just like stampeding through a city,
Yeah, just throwing them at
throwing
like
each
skyscrapers.
other.
hmm
But the dude is still like tiny baby, and he's just like chasing them, trying to manage them.
Okay, now here's a question. If you had Paper Mario, how
Oh.
thick would he be? Would he
Dude.
still be paper thin, or would he be like a wall?
He's 2-dimensional.
Dude,
So yeah, he would be giant one way and still like paper thin, invisible there.
Cardboard.
he'd be thick.
Thick.
Give me that thick Paper Mario M-rated game.
He would just blow away like a sail immediately.
I just want more Pikmin. Come on.
Yeah. I should play Pikmin 3 someday.
Ian, I really think you would love it.
I
really
liked the
do.
demo until I
Yeah.
realized that they could die, and then I got really sad.
Well, they
I
can
never
die.
knew
That's
that.
true. Next question comes in from Nathan.
Drywall Mario. Sorry. Drywall Mario is very funny. Okay.
Hey, allies, have you ever called in sick to work, school in order to play a game? If so, when and how did you do it? And what game was it for? I imagine that it'd be pretty nonsensical for you to play hooky for a game now, but almost everyone I know has done this at least once in their life. I remember when I was 13, I put a hot wash rag over my forehead and poured chunky chicken noodle soup in the toilet so I could, oh my God, so I convinced my mom to let me stay home and play GTA San Andreas all day.
That's hardcore.
I'm certain I've done this, but I can't remember what I did it for.
I definitely did it for when Final Fantasy IX came out. I distinctly remember staying home in junior high to play that game.
Nice.
Yeah, it would have been Final Fantasy 7 or something, but I'm not sure I ever did this.
When I was in college, I skipped class to get Arkham Asylum. It's like I'm not going. You kidding me? Playing Arkham.
I'm not going.
Yeah, I could have sworn I've done this, but I don't. Nothing is coming to mind.
I know for a fact I did not. This would not fly in my household. No,
Yeah,
there was no ditching school. There was no faking any. I would get destroyed
kind of the same for me.
if I
yeah.
tried. I
just
did-
gotta
the
be
fear-
good
the
actor,
fear was-
Jones.
the fear was too strong.
I think for me,
I did a lot of acting in high school, but not that kind of acting.
for me, it's similar.
I mean, I
except
wanted
it's
to. It's not
all-
because I was a good kid.
Yeah.
It's because it didn't fly. Didn't fly.
For me, it's the opposite, where it's all self-imposed. Like I would feel, my parents probably wouldn't even care, but I'd feel so guilty that I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, because I love the reward at the end. I love like going to school
Right.
and running home to play GTA 3.
Right.
Like that's even better. Like talking with your friends all at class, like, yo, did you do this mission? Did you do that one? And then just running home to play. I think that's better than just like, I don't know,
Maybe
Skipping
now, but when I was like 12 or 13, I sure didn't think like that.
Yeah, true.
Man,
Yeah, I don't think I ever skipped school. I might have taken like vacation days for a game, but I can't think of anything. I definitely took vacation days to like cover E3. As nonsense as that sounds now.
Mhm.
yeah, snow days were the best. Like
Snow days.
snow days were like, oh, I can
Except-
actually stay home and continue this game.
Except like when you're from as far north as me, your town is like so good at dealing with inclement weather that snow days are so super rare. Like we would get, I think I only had like 3 snow days in like all of high school because they were just so good at dealing with it.
Dude,
And
that,
it was
that
usually because
sucks.
yeah, it was usually because of wind chill being so bad that you literally couldn't go outside for more than like 5 minutes or you would die. Because they couldn't have kids wait for the bus and that.
Our next question comes in from Roaring Buttocks.
Yeah.
Hi, allies. I had you play a similar game a year ago. This is round 2. Video game characters are constantly asking you to hang out, but you're far too busy to accept all of their invites. Each day you receive 2 invitations, but must accept or reject the first invitation before receiving the second.
Got it.
Okay. While rejecting them may hurt their feelings, calling them back to cancel on them could hurt your friendship. Each day you receive it, but must accept or reject it before receiving the second. Okay. So day 1, Ryuji Sakamoto invites you to play Yakuza.
So
Yeah,
if we
dude.
say yes to one, we can't say yes. That's it. We can't say yes to
Right.
anyone else.
So there's a second one, but we can't know what the second
Yeah.
one is until we make a decision.
I mean, I would
Ryuji, dude?
play
Yeah.
Yakuza.
I mean, I see both of these, but I'm accepting.
Yeah, accept the invitation.
Yeah, that sounds pretty hype.
Yeah.
I'm too
Wait.
curious. I would reject it because I'm curious what the next one is.
All right, the next one is later. Ichiban Kasuga invites you to play Dragon Quest Builders.
There it is. I'm glad I waited. Boom.
Yeah, that's a 10. That's a 10 out of 10.
Lock it in.
He'd be so stoked. Holy shit.
I mean, both of these sound incredibly hype. I think Ryuji playing Yakuza with Ryuji and just getting, it's like playing Yakuza with Huber, right? That's what it is.
Yeah,
So
pretty
Yeah.
much.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the same dude.
It's the same dude. It just is.
Same dude. Same dude.
Okay, day 2, Leon, Ethan, and Jill invite you to play Phasmophobia.
Ethan?
Oh,
Yeah, that's the thing is Ethan is kind of stinking up this party a little bit.
Yeah, if it was,
Hey,
if
give
it
him a
was
chance. He's gonna be cool in 8.
He's
Ethan
quiet.
is-
He's quiet.
Ethan
He's
is-
gonna
Yeah.
be so cool in 8.
Jill
Ethan
is,
could probably be a chill ass guy. Give a chance, man.
I mean,
I'm
if
rejecting
anything,
it.
he'll just be a quiet white dude sitting over there. Like,
Hiding his
Jill,
face.
big points for Jill in this one. Hanging out with Jill would be sick.
All right, so I'm rejecting. Who's accepting?
I'm going with that. Ethan is not
I'm
like a
down.
quiet guy, I would
I'm
say.
down.
Especially
I
if
would-
you've played RE7.
I would say yeah.
I'd
That's
play with
alright.
him, dude.
What's that?
Yeah.
What Blood? What'd you say?
No, I'll pass. I'll wait.
Blood, you're
I'll
going to
hang
be
out with-
glad that you passed.
Aneurysm
Amen.
characters.
Later,
Yeah.
Geralt, Triss, and Yennefer invite you to play Valheim.
Oh, Valheim is
Oh
sick.
man, I feel like I would get bossed around by Yennefer the whole time.
Dude, boss me around, Yennefer.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Would get sick
What
of it.
what a privilege.
I
Yeah.
want to build. She'd be like, no. Like, cool. I'm
Yeah,
not even playing with you.
I'm definitely accepting this one.
I'm happy I went with Jill.
All right. Aerith Gainsborough invites you to play WWF No Mercy. I don't think I would accept anything harder in my life. Aerith is best girl playing WWF with
That's so
her.
good.
Is the,
Good.
this
Oh, wait.
is,
Oh, wait.
dude. I don't need anything else in life.
Yeah, I gotta
That's
wait
funny.
to see after that. 'Cause that
That's
sounds
really
pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd probably say yeah, but I'm so curious who the next one is gonna be.
Later, Tifa Lockhart invites you to play Smash.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'll
Right
take that.
choice.
I'm glad I waited.
I made the right choice by not waiting.
Claude, Dimitri, and Edelgard invite you to play Smash. Or not Smash, StarCraft.
Ooh, Edelgard hype.
Oh wait.
You know
I'm
what?
I'm also gonna
I'm-
wait because the second one is so good.
I'm down.
Well, then I'll
play.
wait
That's
too.
I'm
cheating.
sorry.
Or giving it away.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll go for it. I'll StarCraft. I'll do it. I haven't played multiplayer StarCraft.
I love it.
All right,
Don't
I ruined it. But later, Wedge, Biggs, and Jesse invite you to play a GTA 5 heist.
So,
yeah.
oh man,
I'm happy
Yeah.
to play StarCraft.
I shouldn't have waited.
that's really
I got baited by
Paid the
Ben.
price.
You don't think that's hype?
That'd
It'd
be
be
so
sick.
fun.
It'd be sick.
That'd be the most fun, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
StarCraft with Ada. I mean, I would lose immediately in StarCraft.
All right, this next one.
Biggs is like, I'm down. I need a revival.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like so epic.
This next one is very funny. Lightning invites you. That's it. That's all it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except.
Yeah,
Yeah, accept, definitely.
Oh wait.
Later, Alex Vance asks you to help her make a dreams level.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
She's fine. She's fine.
Alex Vance, Half-Life.
Half-Life.
Oh. I didn't know her last name.
She's got it. She's got it. She doesn't need help.
Next question comes in from Robert Lee. Good day, allies. If you weren't doing the Q&A, what game would you be playing right now?
Like a dragon.
I have like 2 story quests left in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, so I'd probably finish that off.
Oh well.
If what would we be playing right now?
Yeah, if we weren't doing the Q&A, what would we be playing right
Oh.
now?
I finished all the management in.
Oh, you
Like
did?
a Dragon. Did all the
Dude,
management.
Took forever, but it's so
Yeah.
fun.
So fun.
How hype is that whole thing?
God, it's so good. It's unreal good.
Boardroom, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd probably be playing Valheim or a different thing. And I've been itching to try to set up Elite Dangerous on my Quest too, now that I got that link
Nice.
cable, but I haven't done that yet.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been back into Cyberpunk, so yeah.
Hmm.
How are those
What
patches
is
treating
that?
you?
Probably the same.
Dude, you guys see my first tweet? It's hilarious.
I saw
The
it.
thing
that.
I
It's a
got
good tweet.
greeted to when
Wait,
I
were
came
you?
back to that game.
Was it this one?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that. I saw
What-
that.
what
Booted the
happened?
game up for the first time in weeks, and that's the first thing that happens.
The car spinning out.
It's been mostly smooth. Other than that, I did do that boring quest line with all the freaking fist fights, and the
Oh, I didn't
last
finish that.
the
dude.
last one
Yeah.
of those fist fights that I did, like she would like punch you into the wall sometimes, and so I'd have to reload the save.
Oh,
But-
nice.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Huber? I would play Zombie Army 4. Zombie Army. Wait. Zombie
You had it, you
You're
had it.
Army 4
there.
Dead
You
War.
had it.
Army.
Dead War.
Dead War.
Zombie Army 4 Dead War. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
I played a little bit this
Pro-
morning, and the leveling up in that game is feels good.
Yeah, it's fun
Yeah,
stuff.
dude.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
casually
Even
playing
just the
through.
even just
go
like the text and the style and the sound effects of like
Yep.
when you like level up, it's like oh,
ahead.
Yeah.
the dopamine hits.
Yes.
Probably be playing Paper Mario, Origami King.
Nice.
Casually going through that game.
Nice.
It's a good game to casually go through. It's very chill. Next question comes in from Mo Grant. Hey, allies. For my question this month, we're talking about demos. I love this topic. Recently,
Nice.
I was at my parents' house and found all my old PS2 demo discs. Well, I'd started collecting demo discs during the PS1 days. Shout out to MGS1, Tuning X Pro Skater, and Final Fantasy 8 demos. Yes, the PS2 era is where I got most of my demos thanks to my subscription to PlayStation Magazine. Nothing was as exciting as getting that new issue each month with a disc full of demos and gameplay videos, the good old pre-YouTube days. I was able to not only keep up with popular games I didn't have, but with lesser-known games that I would have completely missed. So, allies, what are some of your favorite demos from back in the day? Any deep cuts you missed the most? A list of mine are... Oh, well, let's answer and then I can go through his list.
Devil May Cry.
The Devil May Cry
Came
demo,
with
yes.
Code Veronica
Yes.
X.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 12 that came with Dragon Quest 8.
That's right, dude. Wow, yeah.
Resident Evil 4 that was a pre-order bonus.
Yeah, that sounds like a great.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember anything.
I played like
Siphon Filter.
I played like 100 hours of the MGS2 demo that came with
Oh, God.
Zone of the Enders.
Legit,
Sure.
probably the greatest
Mhm.
demo of all time.
Probably the greatest demo of all time.
So
Probably, yeah.
the PlayStation Underground PS1 days, they had Japanese imports for demos, and it was the sickest thing ever because you would play things that you'd never heard of. And there was this game where you like play as this like little fox dude, and you get into like this mech, and you like blast bubbles at people, and it was so goddamn fun. And then there was like this cooking one where you're like chopping up scallions and shit. That was really good. And then I remember Irritating Stick as well. It's also good. I don't remember
yeah,
the
that-
Fox game though. It's like, what was that?
The
that Siphon Filter demo was really good. Yeah.
the Resident Evil 2 demo that came with Director's Cut.
Yep. That was
Oh
good,
yeah, I remember that.
They like changed the way a scene works. Ada, I'll remember this so vividly. Ada shoots the ground, usually in the parking lot, but in this demo, you get to RPD and she shoots the ground. So it's like she confronts you there, and then it ends.
It's not a long time ago, but I love that I played the prelude to Dead Rising 2 so much that when Dead Rising 2 came out, I was like, nah, I'm good.
Case 0.
Yeah. I played that thing like 4 times, I think, all the way through. I was so hungry for Dead Rising 2.
Oh yeah, Case Zero
no.
was
I ate too many cookies before dinner. I'm done.
great.
Same thing with Neo.
I also am like weirdly
I've already played this
fond of the PS1 Tomb Raider demos. Like a Tomb Raider 3 specifically was really fun.
Those were good. I mean, yeah, all those old magazine demo discs were so hype.
The best, newest demo I played, we were just talking about this game, Gloomwood.
Gloomhaven. No, Gloomwood. I did the Jones thing. Gloomwood.
Oh,
yeah.
Gloomwood demo.
Gloomwood demo is sick.
That demo is so good. It was so fun, and it made me so hyped about the game. I want it so badly.
there is a game I've wanted to play with you guys for so long, and I played the demo over and over again, and I played it with friends, and it's so much fun. I feel like no one has ever heard of it. It's a Dreamcast game called Zombie Revenge, and you guys would be so into
That sounds
it.
so
I
familiar.
want to play Zombie Revenge with you guys.
I can like see the cover, Ben.
It's a terrible cover.
I can see the box art.
It's just like a big guy. Like here, I'll post it in Slack.
Go, yeah.
But yeah, you guys, I really want to play it with you guys so badly.
This art.
Looks like an arcadey Resident Evil.
It's very arcadey, yeah, super fun, just like Sega arcade style, you know.
Yeah. I had this game, Ben. I remember. I think I sold it.
I still want to play it with you. All right, that's it. That's all the questions.
All right.
Whoa, we did it.
Oh.
Just gonna watch this long play of Zombie Revenge now.
Yes.
The dialogue, man. The dialogue.
Ended it on a ended on a good note.
The Street Fighter Alpha 3 Dreamcast demo also was like
Mm.
it was like all that I needed.
I played a lot of Street Fighter Alpha 3.
But yeah, that's going to do it for the Q&A. If you would like to sign up, go to patreon.com/easyallies. $20 and up tier, you can pick our brains and get us to remember things like Zombie Revenge. It's always fun. Thank you to the allies. Always in good spirits. It was a lot of fun chatting with all of you. Love you all dearly. Goodbye.